Hello, everybody. Mm. How are we doing today? Oh, my eyes are running because I put eye drops in. But I know it's late. I apologize for being live so late. I like it. I'm gonna put the comments on stage with us here because I created an awesome live stream for you guys. Hi, honey. How are you? How you doing, Edward? You doing good? I'm not beautiful. Yeah, I haven't even done my makeup. I look like crapola. But thank you for your. How are you today? Do. Okay, we got the. You might be the only one stopping in today. Maybe I don't know. Oh, thank you, sweetheart. I have been a little bit under the weather, but doing better now. So let me go ahead and show you what I've got for you guys. It's coming. The real stuff. Say Merry Christmas to everyone. Miss Quirkyloverosee went live a couple times recently. We are going to react to clips I picked, and Rosie met someone and went on a first date. But I gotta tell you why this is important. I hope this is playing right.
So so yeah, Corby is trans. Corby's pronouns are she, her.
Oh, thank you, honey.
And I especially out of purpose. So let's see. But yeah.
I have this volume up pretty loud. Man.
Oh, and I do want to. Okay, so I did make a community tab. Post, but I regardless of what happened with me meeting Corby, you know, everything, I probably would have ended up doping out of those streams. Well, I'm actually just deleting all of trying to this. A surprise to you, but I really would like to move on from that topic. I just wanted to address it out the gate, so that way, in like a, it's not like in the middle of a cooking stream or something that I'm doing where it gets brought up and it's like it becomes a thing. Then I'd like to just handle it now. Sorry, we jumped around a lot of different topics, but yeah. So I want to try to. No, I'm not cooking tonight. It's just gonna be a little bit of a chatting.
Even though your streams are supposed to be about your audience and what your audience is talking about. You know what I mean? We are on these platforms to be entertaining to the people that like to watch us, right? And I'm not here to tell people what to do, how to feel, whatever. How you feel, your opinions are yours. They make you who you are. And I like to focus on who they truly are rather than trying to build this fake fucking bullshit like these bigger girls are doing right now on these platforms, and then they're acting entitled. And what she talks about in this stream about this person she's seeing who happens to be a trans woman, she basically gives out so many details about this woman that she's basically doxing her, and that puts a trans person in danger, and it's wrong.
Why did you delete your community post? Which community post? Pause.
especially since they both live in a Florida, which is a red state. Now I know I'm saying that, but she already says it in this stream. She gives away what the girls' pets look like. I mean, literally any detail about this poor person, she just talks about freely. Okay, now what if there's some bigot person watching your stream right now, figures out exactly where this person is and tries to attack? You know what I'm saying? It's people in some states in this country are already at risk just being trans. Why would you want to make that worse for her by putting all of her information? What are you doing, Quirky? Oh, no, wait, you're thinking about you and you don't care that you're putting this trans person in danger.
I forgot what I was saying. Sorry. But yeah, so yesterday was really nice. We went to go walk in a park, and so there's this like fairly big park in our area. And that park has like benches everywhere. Just getting to know Corby, I'd never actually taken it out anywhere yet. And so I took like a short little walking clip because the part of the woods that we walked into, it was like right by this like, what's it? It's not called a canteen. It's called a pavilion, I think. That had like a bunch of like picnic tables on it. So we walked for like probably not even 5 to 10 minutes. We walked around a little bit. Well, probably closer to 10 minutes. So we walked for a bit, and then we found this like tree that we could both just kind of like sit on. And we just like chatted for a little bit, and then walked back, and then sat at the picnic tables and talked for a while too. And then we drove, and I tried Dutch Bros for the first time.
This is another thing. You explained what park you were at, that it was a bigger park, didn't have many benches. I'm sure that narrows it down, especially since you've already told, which I cut that part out of the stream. I cut the part out where she actually tells almost the exact area of Florida that they are in. Okay. This is just wrong. Quirky, if you are going to explore your choices within your, sexuality, that's wonderful. Do it. Go for it. Be with a trans woman. I love it. Okay. The only thing is, be mindful to the fact that she's already in danger living in a red state, going about her business every single day. She might not be she might be the nicest person in the world. She could love everybody and everybody love her back, but it only takes one motherfucker who wants to be a piece of shit to all of a sudden do something to that trans woman, and you are telling everyone exactly where they can go ahead and find her. It's not okay.
Oh my God. If you have access to go to a Dutch Bros, I tried their seasonal mistletoe lemonade. It was so good. I was shook. The woods look so nice on your video. Yeah, it was gorgeous. To include it in the like little montage, I totally forgot. So I took like another little short video of like all this different like green foliage. People have lives. Yeah, thank you, Alex. I appreciate that. We are not practically married. Oh my videos.
That's cool.
So thank you, Demery. But yeah, it's just been so cool because like there's a lot going on. I think with me, I'll say just in the facts that thank you, Bella, that
I know also that like my Gypsy Rose fans, that they love when I talk about Gypsy Rose, but I had to choose a different Rose for this live stream because just what she was doing really upset me. Okay. And we also got to talk about the Nick Avocado trying to find a girlfriend on Facebook. And I have a couple videos I'm working on right now that I wrote about the Gypsy Rose. So I want to talk in my videos about that bitch, but we're going to talk about this bitch live. Okay. How we doing? We okay? Good. Come on, Rosie. Open your big yapper. What are you doing?
I can't see this relationship with you. Thank you. I mean, it's not a relationship yet, right? With me and dating and stuff. Like I even had this conversation with Corby because I was just kind of talking with her about like my past dating experiences. Because one, all my relationships have been very much like cis het, and like I was in a relationship for like 8 years, almost 8 years. I was long distance.
I honestly feel like this is some like, hey guys, look at me. I'm with a trans woman. It's not because I don't feel like it's genuine. I just don't. Just because, just like I done, I also added in these clips her trying to read tarot online to make money when she's never ever spoken about using tarot before. The cards look brand new, and she was literally telling a woman to leave her husband. I mean, this bitch is reckless online, reckless. I read tarot, and one thing I'll tell you, you don't ever tell anybody anything definite. You tell them, hey, this is speculation through the cards. This is the spirit guides working through the cards, and they're letting you know that somewhere in your life, either you, someone you know, or whatever, this is an issue. And it's sort of like an issue that, you know, it's not a direct claim like, hey, your husband sucks, you got to leave him. That's not what the cards say.
With him for like 3 years. I moved there like May of 2016. I left like, I want to say February of 2019. So I lived in Omaha for, what is that, like 2.5 years, almost 3 years. And I work, because like Omaha is known as like the nation's capital of call centers. So I had a couple of good jobs out while I was out there. And then I moved to Georgia when we were broken up for like 9 months. But I lived in Georgia for like a year and a half.
Guess what, Edward?
So what was that?
You are the member or the subscriber of the live stream today. Okay, so Edward, you are the member of the live stream, bitch, because you were the first one here. So I just had to say that real fast.
2019 to like October of 2020. I've never really been able to truly like dive into my queerness, you know.
I've
my queer experiences have very much been more just like casual, physical experimentation, not like this. Crafts traction. Have some decorum. Have some decorum, please. What do y'all do besides smooching? Who needs to know those details? Have some decorum, honestly.
Why do you always gotta try to say big words? You really don't know.
But it's not just about that part. It's like the, like, how to phrase it. I'm not in love, guys. Jesus. We just met. Whoa. Every time I talk about somebody, y'all are like, she's in love, she's in love. I'm like, my God.
Because that's what they expect out of you.
Yeah, I was in the park when I recorded that video. Okay, so I wanted to catch up on chat. Did you? Yeah, so I actually, in the members only live, when I was running on E, because like when I spent the night with Corby, I slept like a good bit.
Wait. You've already spent the night with her? You just met her. What are you doing? I mean, whatever, if you guys were just talking and stuff, but if you already put yourself out there like your naked self, that's not okay. All that's going to tell Corby is that, hey, I'm just a slut. You know what I'm saying? You don't do that on the first date. I'm sorry. Get to know Corby. You shouldn't be sleeping over at somebody's house you barely know either. I mean, I'm just saying. Like, I like crashed, and then we were up for a bit, and then like some point during midday, we turned on One Punch Man, and my suggestion actually, and I almost immediately conked out, and I napped for like a good. Also, I hadn't really talked about it, but at some point I like pulled a little muscle right here or strained a muscle in my neck. How did you do that? It really hurt, and at some point I like kind of just mentioned it in passing, and she actually worked it out for me. So that helped a ton, and I was able to get some real sleep. And I just was like, I sat my phone to the side. I think in the course of like probably a 32-hour period, I maybe checked my phone 2 times. Other than that, I kept that shit away from me, and I just enjoyed it. I was just like, oh, she's younger than me, not by like, I mean, it's a bit of a gap, but not like a crazy gap. She's 27, so which is really young for me, to be fair. That's not too bad. Be worse.
I've always dated older, but
me too.
Oh my God, Taylor. Yeah, that's brownie points right there. Massage and y'all just met. Yeah.
See?
It was she's great, and I'm just excited.
That's wonderful though for you, but you've got to be more careful and be more mindful. You know, that's not very demure. Okay, you have to use your big old noggin you got there and start using your motherfucking brain up in that head. You know, I get it that you're happy that you found somebody and that she's awesome and great. I'm sure she is. I'm sure she's wonderful. But I don't want to see you putting her in danger at all. That's all. Even though she does claim that Corby's 6'3", which is another thing. She goes ahead and explains exactly what Corby looks like, exactly how tall she is. I mean, why don't you just put a big old sign on Corby that says, "Hey, I'm a trans woman if a bigot wants to come and get me." You know what I mean? It's just like, come on, dude. You have a huge platform, whether you're monetized on it or not. You got to be careful. I'll send Blair White after you.
I'm just really happy. We actually have the same eye color. We'll see. But yeah, so back to that topic. It's just like I've learned a lot about myself already. Stuff I didn't know about myself.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
Like, regardless of what happens with Corby, like I don't even know if I want to go back to dating like men. Like this is so different. Yeah, that's the most recent comparison I have. And I realized like in this scenario, I feel so much more balanced, like
right,
calmer. Like I don't remember if I was talking about this publicly or on members only, but I feel like I touched on this a little bit in one of those lives. Be my ride home. We sat in my driveway and talked for 5 hours. Events transpired. The next day, I hung out with them, spent the night at their place, spent the majority of the day with them. The following day, came home, did my own stuff, and slept in my own bed. And then we spent a few hours together yesterday. We did some walking and got a Dutch Bros drink and just kind of like hung out and talked. And whenever you get married, remember to never stop going on dates. Very true. Just because you're married doesn't mean you can't continue to fall in love. I love that. Girl, I'm hoping this is all you want it to be. Thank you so much, Christine. It's good to see you, girl. Some form of sweetener, like a sugar vanilla syrup or some sugar-free flavoring, or like a pinch of stevia. Because like when you put like plain Greek yogurt, the peanut powder, a sweeteners, like there is sweetener in a little bit in the protein powder and in this, but I think what I forgot was oh yeah, I try monk fruit sweetener. I just have Hamlet. She is. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what's gonna happen or not. The weather's been amazing, dog. The weather's been fantastic. Oh, it's
Talking about her. Which
hey, Caitlin. We just had like I don't know where the big bag of stevia went. It might be shoved in the pantry somewhere. But like I have some squirt. We have stevia. So I just didn't want to spend money on monk fruit sweetener. If you don't know what's going on, please. Yeah, we'll
Come on. Fuck. Oh, that's fine. Hang on, it left. I gotta put it back.
Because at the end of the day, I know what my intentions were. I know how seriously I take this shit. I know that I had absolutely no ill intent, and I knew that Grower was gonna like try to fuck with this in some way, but I could not have anticipated needed. That was
When you are reading tarot or doing anything that has to do with the spiritual realm, the first rule, and you are harming some, okay? Yeah, eat some more on your channel. There you go.
one second. Excuse me. But I need to just focus on making sure that like I eat and get my rest tonight. For my job interview tomorrow. Wednesday. I promised that we were going to do the gingerbread building live. Wednesday's when I decided to do that. And I may or may not. Okay, I totally understand, Glass. I especially in these times can sign up for subscription services. I get it, but I have to reallocate my time to things that are gonna help me get through this. So I'm not doing what I should or shouldn't do, and I can't just keep taking everybody's information and thinking that like I'm gonna do everything everybody says. Like it's too much.
Well, you're not.
But yeah, Dad, did I tell you? Did I say this? I'm a little frazzled. After I'm done cooking, I need to talk to you about something about tomorrow. And I forgot to text you. That's my bad. We're gonna do the gingerbread live then. I may or so. I wasn't planning on crying today in this live. I didn't think.
We've got the 9 of Wands upright, so she's got some Damn, I'm so sorry, guys. I gotta get a new computer so bad. Oh my god. Stick. Where it is stuck. It's just stuck weird. Okay. Whatever. Play. So don't fight. So I don't pay any mind to people that talk shit on here because it's just like once you start paying mind to it, they're just gonna keep on doing it. It's no use. So I just don't bother. So, but thank you for caring and saying that. That's nice. I have better people that come on during the day. No, I'm kidding. I'm trying to get established good on Twitch. I really like that platform. So I'm really trying my best to here. Hang on one second. Isn't that the story of my live streams? It can't be good for her to be that big. You know, I feel bad for her in a way because I think she is a good person. I really. Why is it responding? You know, and Quirky's not a bad person. She's just and she's the only one out of the girls that are demonetized at least. You know what I mean? Amberlynn ain't doing shit. Foodie just got demonetized yesterday or whatever, so who knows what she's gonna do. But so far, Amberlynn's just been begging for people to buy cameos, which fuck that. I would never waste the money. I might buy one if it was like $25, but the bitch wants $100. Fuck out of here with that shit. I ain't paying that. Fuck you. I charge $20 for cameo. If somebody wants one, I'm on cameo. Yes, I am. I will wish you a happy birthday. Tell you that you smell like cheese. Whatever you want. Whatever you want. So let's move on though to the Nikocado avocado situation because he's out there on the Facebook. Maybe he's not. Maybe he likes anything that he falls in love with or anybody he falls in love with, which is fine. That's how I am. I feel like you love who you love, whoever they are. It doesn't matter what gender, what this, what that, who cares? You know? What's going on? Hello, me mew. Mew mew. You're on the spot, Mew Mew. Tell us how it is to be an obese cat. Tell us how it is. Mew Mew. You can't monetize all. Lose your teeth. What's in you, baby? Why? 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 Thank you. Okay. So, oh, my nose.
New era amongst us.
I'm sorry that I am so late. I just walked through the door. So, my bad. I was not expecting this day to go the way that it has. Thanksgiving was great. I had a great time. I'm so fucking jazzed, Josie. Like, the jazz levels are off the charts, okay? I'm fucking jazzing and jazzing right now. So it's just like, where do I start? I guess I'll start I got off the live. As y'all saw, the past few weeks have been a lot. My pain has been astronomical, and I hit an apex yesterday. And just to be totally transparent, like, I had a full-blown meltdown. I finally just let myself feel feelings I've been shoving down and cried for like an hour straight. And I used to cry like that. Probably I would consider very often. That used to be a problem I had. But like post a certain point after moving back to Florida, or moving back to, sorry, not back, to Florida. But I was just really struggling. I ended up calling my mom, and I just vented to her and really confided in her and shit that I haven't been saying to people about just like where my mental state's been, how I've been struggling to cope. And so I took an Ativan after I spent some of that time just like, and I finally just like had an emotional release. And then I fell asleep not long after, and I slept until my alarm went off for the first time in what has felt like literal weeks. I slept uninterrupted. It was just exactly what I needed. I woke up in a great mood. My pain is still here, but it's always here. I ended up slowly going about my day, and I'm like not really sure how it's gonna go, but I'm in much better spirits. I was spending time by myself just as I was getting ready, like thinking about things I was so grateful for. And I was like, I'll be there for an hour or two, it'll be fine. So I get ready, I grabbed a container to bring my brother home leftovers. So I get there. I arrived so the start time was like 4. I arrived at 4:50. Danielle walked in like 5 minutes after me, which like totally understandable. You know, sometimes things happen like that, right? She like goes and sets up the food, and there's like a lot of people there. And initially, like I noticed this person standing there, and they kind of like caught my eye. I kept looking at them. I don't know. They just kind of caught my eye. There wasn't anybody there that I immediately recognized as like people I knew. Danielle is the woman that I went to the Fairy Festival with. If you saw that vlog, she was hosting a Thanksgiving event. About 16 people came. And when I got there, initially I sat on the couch in the front area, but a lot of the people in that area either knew each other or were keeping to yourselves. Edible, we'll get there. And so anyway, what was I saying? Yeah. Oh, also one of them had the most adorable pit bull, sweetie pie as can be. Anyway, I was sitting on the couch for a bit. Eventually I get up. I walk over to the other side, which is kind of like, I would call that area like the rec room area. I walked over there and I was talking with Danielle, and the person that I noticed earlier was sitting at one of like the 2-seater tables by themselves. The woman who ended up playing the violin, or I think she maybe came up after, but I was like talking with Danielle as she was setting up. So I pulled a chair, well not for Danielle, but for that person, and I sit down, and we just started talking and we're chatting. Instantly I'm like, I really want to be this person's friend. She's this like really cool person. We were just talking about like how she's early in her transition, all this stuff, and we were just like sharing stuff about our lives, to, like, you know, different things. We had like a lot of hobbies and interests in common, and we just talked, and the food got served, and we just kept chatting. I stayed at the tea bar, so the event informally ended at about 6:30. I think we left the bar around
Damn it, I lost a whole bunch of people watching. Fuck. Okay. Hopefully, let's see here. Son of a.
See me? Can you hear and
Now we can.
see me? Hello? I have a phone call from a number that I know I don't need to answer. So it wasn't like a job interview thing. Thank God.
Shouldn't look for love on Facebook. But why not? My past relationships started on Facebook. Half my family met their partner at Finds You, and none of us should feel ashamed for searching for happiness in the places that feel natural. So I'm putting myself out there, right here, right now. If you're reading this and you think we might get along if we share some, this is my life, my heart, my journey, and I get to choose the next chapter. Here's to new beginnings. Here's to love. Hopefully the right woman sees
You're so
this.
straight.
From here, it just gets even more bizarre.
The thing about divorce,
Well, yeah.
the
Natalie,
constantly talk about my scars,
I'm getting
picking apart the way I look as if love.
why?
It's crazy how much negativity people will throw at you when they don't even know your story. You wouldn't believe the amount of comments I'm receiving of people making fun of my scars. But something
Well, why should